Aloha and welcome to my channel, everyone, the #1 place for hospitality marketing content creators, destination influencers, and entrepreneurs. You're watching this video because you want to better learn how you can organize your YouTube video production from ideas to release. There's a reason why really good content creators like Sean Cannell, Vanessa Lau, and Jay Shetty are incredibly good at what they do. So if you're interested in learning, keep on watching. Let's talk about why. Why do you want to organize your YouTube video production lifecycle from ideas to release, and how you can make a consistent impact with your YouTube audience and followers? The reason why you want to be organized in your YouTube video production content and the lifecycle of the content is for you and your team to, well, keep sane, obviously, but for you to actually manage each production stage of release. It's important for your video elements to be organized. And what do I mean by video elements? I'm talking about the caption, the subtitle, the thumbnail, the description, the editing process. Where are all of these production stages happening? Now, if you and your team have a visual go-to place you can see all that, that is really exciting because now you have a system that's gonna help you be successful. I like to say a really good system helps shorten the path to your goal. Okay, so that's why I'm really excited about sharing with you this really cool system I've created for video production, and we're gonna head over to my screen share now, and I'm gonna show you how I manage our video production in Monday.com. Okay guys, we are inside Monday.com and you're looking at the workspace for video production management, and I wanna break this down for you to show you how we have it managed and what's really worked for us. So the first thing you're gonna see in the upper left-hand corner is the title of this workspace, which we titled Video Production Management, and below that you'll see some short links to some different pages that are really helpful for us to find workflow in, like our Google folders or our VidChops editing team or our YouTube studio or the distribution channels or even an Airtable. Below that, you're gonna see these 5 groups, what we call groups here in this workspace. This is where all of the videos are gonna be housed and the different stages that we're gonna go over next. So I'm gonna expand the group so we can take a look at that. All right, so the first one we have is VidChops team. This is a video editing team that is working with us, and we are pushing the videos to them for our editing team. So I'm gonna break down the columns of this board in just a moment. We also have an in-house team of editors, which currently no one this particular week that I'm shooting this video is editing. Then we have a group called incoming. The incoming videos means that these are high priority and they're getting prepared to shoot. So we know that this is the incoming videos that are kind of coming up next. We have a pre-release stage of videos, and then we have our released. So these are videos that for sure have been public and been released. Okay, so let's dive in and look at the columns of the video so you can see how I organized and set this up for each video. So I'm just gonna use the VidChops teams for example. We are currently in production with the video I'm shooting right now, so it's sitting here and this is the name of the video. We have a distribution column, and then we have the assignee. Whoever's managing this particular video should be assigned to this video. We have the shoot day that we're shooting this video, and we have the production stage. I'm gonna pause here because I want you to look at the production stage. The production stage has a lot of different stages that we can put this particular video in as it's going through its phases. So if the video is in scripting, it might be changed to scripting, or a need to shoot, or it needs a conversation. It might be moved that, hey, this video is ready for a thumbnail, or it's ready to shoot, or waiting on something like an SRT or subtitles file. This production stage is kind of your hub of where everything's happening right here. So this column is incredibly important to you and your team. Then we have a planned release column, a format request column that we created. So what format do you want the video in? So we can let our team know, a vertical, a 16:9, or square. And then we're gonna have the caption. Does this video have a caption? Yes or no? So you just choose. If it doesn't, just no. If it does, yep. And then does it have a caption title? We would actually drop it in the box here, what the title of that caption is gonna be. And then we have a few more columns to go over. One is the subtitles. It's kind of a yes or no. And then does it have that SRT? If it is a subtitles, for sure we wanna make sure the SRT file is added, and we're gonna add it to our box folder. And then we have a column for editor notes. Editor notes is going to be where, for us, it's a GDoc link. So we like to put everything on GDocs, and it's just going to be our GDoc link that we know that here's the editing notes that we're going to transfer over. We have a raw box folder or a Dropbox folder, so whatever that is for you. So wherever the video's main files are all living for audio, sound, SRT files, wherever those are all living, editing notes is all going to be in that one box folder. So they're not spread everywhere. You've got everything in one folder there. And then you have a file area for video thumb. And then you have this final video YouTube link on the right-hand side. That's going to be the final video link. So that's pretty much a breakdown, guys, of how we are organizing each piece of video and how it's going to go through our production stage. One little thing I do want to mention is once it gets down to the pre-release stage, you have an opportunity, again, to remember to change the production stage of where it's at. So you know, hey, this is scheduled on YouTube, you know, or it's in a pre-release stage. So we'll say, hey, this is pre-release, or nope, this is already scheduled on YouTube. It's ready to go. So this is really important for you and your team, just keeping this nice and clean and moving these around. Now, one thing I didn't go over that's powerful in Monday.com to save you time and efficiency is adding automations. Monday.com does a fantastic job of creating simple automations. And what I mean by that for an automation is I could set up an automation for me to click on pre-release, and the pre-release of this item, the whole item will drop down to the group called pre-release stage. Or I could make an automation that goes public, and when the production stage public is clicked, the whole item is moved to the public group. So it's got many automation variables, and I just wanted to point that out because it's pretty powerful here in Monday.com to make things more efficient. All right, so let's head back. So let's talk about customizing the different views in your workspace, from the main table to actually creating a form for video requests, because customizing your views in this video production workspace is going to help you and your team be really successful. Hey guys, we are back in the video production workspace here, and I want to show you the different views that you can have in Monday.com. One of the main views that we have right now that I really love is the main table view. This really allows me to see everything in the big picture and kind of breaks it down for me. But you might also like a calendar view you can pop up. That's really handy too, to move different pieces of content around or different videos around in the calendar view. But this workspace has a lot of different views, so whatever is going to work best for you and your team. Now, you also might be noticing that I have a view called YouTube. This is a view that I integrated. Monday.com has a lot of integrations, and I like our Airtable, so I just integrated YouTube in here so that we could see our YouTube board. We really like to be visual with our thumbnails. It kind of really helps us, and so I just integrated one of our Airtables in here that we're working on to see this board. Another view that we really like, and it's not really even a view, but it's a form that we're working on that we find pretty handy for us and our team. It's called New Video Request. You can send this out on a link to add videos into request, and anything that you fill out in this form will automatically be added into your Monday board here, into this workspace board. So if you think that this might be handy for you and your team to have a team meeting on, or you quickly just want to access a quick video request that's on your mind, but you don't want to dive into Monday, this is a great place. Now, the video request form can be added to somewhere else. It could be added to your website, a link that you're working on in Slack or Evernote or whatever your Asana or whatever your project management tool is, or your go-to place for management. So this is a great place to grab the link for this form and not have to come into Monday to add that. So that's it. That's what's happening with video views. Having a system that works is really key to success for your team, for whoever needs to be in the loop on this video, because communication is key to help make your video stages successful outside of working on things like an Excel sheet or document or Slack messages or email. So this is really important. Now, we've talked about organizing the video item in Monday.com, but we haven't talked about the conversation and the distribution organization. So now we're gonna head back over to my screen share and talk about how to organize the conversation and the distribution. Okay guys, we are back in the video production workspace here, and I want to talk to you about where conversations are being held for each video content or item here, and I want to show you how we have organized our distribution for notes on how we're managing that distribution lifecycle. So let's start with conversation. you see the little blue bubble next to the item and it has a number 1 next to it. That means that this particular video or item has a conversation, and if you click on that, it's gonna open up where all the updates happen. This is a really important area for you and your team to manage your conversation about this particular item inside this conversation bubble. So you can keep it out of your Slack channels, your emails, back and forth. All of the communication about this particular video can happen inside these updates. So really important to make sure you're staying on task and inside these conversation bubbles. For that, you can also add video files or other files that you need to add into this conversation bubble, and it also has an activity log of everything that's happening, so you can go back and review. So really important to stay tuned in to what's happening in that conversation bubble. The next column is distribution. I find this incredibly handy as you're managing the life cycle again of this video. So if you were to click on the sub items, I know that this particular video is going to be a blog post, it's going into social, and it's gonna be an email. So I've just made a note of each of those things so I can check mark it as this pre-release stage goes and it's getting ready to be released in these different channels of distribution. So I find this really handy. I've also set up an owner or an assignee of this project who's ever managing the distribution, and then of course the status of where these are at in their release stage, and then of course the release date. So I think just making sure you guys know where the conversations are happening for that item and then you have a distribution plan is incredibly important. Now that you know how to organize your video production, you're probably wondering about filming and editing and how to really plan your content. So watch for a video where I'm going to be talking about how to batch content your videos for destination influencers or video concierge ambassadors. So that'll be coming out soon. But for filming and editing, let's talk about that. If you have a budget and can hire a full-time video editor or even a part-time video editor dedicated for you and your videos, that really is the best way to go. If you have a smaller budget but have a lot of videos that you need to get done, I recommend VidChops, who's editing our videos right now. And if you don't have a budget to hire video editors and you have to do it yourself, I would definitely recommend scheduling a day or 2 or 3 to make sure you get your video edit done. Now, one quick tip for those who are doing video editing yourself, make sure you use a template to help you get the bells and whistles on your video. If you want to know more about my productivity hacks in social content creation or content planning life cycles, hit the notification bell here. In my next video, I'm going to share with you how I organize social media and the content planning life cycles from those ideas to release for destination influencers. So watch for that coming up next. And if you want to learn more about me and my expertise in hospitality marketing, follow me on LinkedIn here. To learn more about hospitality hacks, follow these videos here. I love to post content to help hospitality marketing teams and destination influencers be successful in their content. And I'm excited to share with you more ways you can make an impact to drive direct bookings to your property. Have a great day, everyone.